Hey, what's up, guys? So it's early in the morning. It's 4:30 in the morning. Uh, About to get ready to go to work. Do a quick little video here. It's inauguration day. United States will have its first communist Chinese president. So, a couple things I want to cover. This Don Winslow jackass is really radicalizing a lot of stupid people. Um, he put out this video here. Let's see. Give me 1 second. The screen share that I use is not good. So it's got 2,000 some odd dislikes and 500 likes. Know who those 500 jackasses are that like it. I'll leave a description or a link in the description because my audio on this laptop and the screen recorder fucking sucks. So if you haven't seen it, this video is basically calling for the demonization and evilization of fucking white people. Yes, you have to hate white people. They're calling them Trump supporters, but what they mean is white people. That's what they mean because people have called me a Trump supporter because I'm white and I don't like Biden, so that makes me a Trump supporter. They basically, to them, a Trump supporter is a person that does not agree with their view of a communist Chinese takeover is exactly what should be happening in the United States. To them, those are white supremacists and Biden supporters. That's what they call us. So this guy here is basically calling for the radicalization to go after white people. All right, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I'm not gonna play the whole video for a couple of reasons. One, copyright strike. Got to get my video taken down. Uh, Two, uh, like I said, the audio for whatever reason with this screen recorder doesn't work very well. So you guys be prepared. We got 4 years of this nonsense. 4 years of the media talking about how evil white people are and that we are domestic terrorists and that believing in freedom makes you an enemy of the state and that you need to turn us in, hunt us down. The FBI needs to get a hold of us. You know, I'm an anarchist. You see, right there, anarchist. So the media says that I'm a threat to society. I'm a danger to society. And I've openly called for constitutional militias to arrest every oath breaker in public office. I've made that claim, so I guess to them that makes me a terrorist. No, I'm not a terrorist. I believe in freedom. And I believe that the founding fathers of the United States fought hard. And all the unnamed men that stood with them fought very hard, gave their lives to establish a society that was for the people, by the people, and that is something worth fighting for. So if that makes me an enemy of the state, well, then so be it. We'll go on to the next topic here. So now I'll get to that in a second. Well, you know what? Yeah, let me cover this real quick. So I'm a Florida resident, live in Florida, right near the Great Lake Okeechobee, second largest lake in the United States. And so this jackass is a senator for Florida. Gary Farmer tried to call his office a couple of times. I can't get a hold of nobody. So he wants to introduce legislation to make assault rifles illegal in the state of Florida. Florida, where people do a lot of hunting. Where I live, there's a lot of wooded areas where people can go hunting. So you want to take rifles away from people that use them to hunt. Why? Because there is only one reason that government will ever want to take guns from you. They're getting ready to do something that you would shoot them for. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. There's legislation that wants to ban body armor. So they don't want you to be able to keep bullets from going in you. They don't want you to be able to protect yourself. I love that movie, Braveheart. Who doesn't love Braveheart? It's a great movie, right? And in the movie, when Mel Gibson's character first comes back home, they get the great scene where, they throw the rocks at each other. And he's like, we practice with stones because the kings or whatever won't let us practice with weapons. You think about that. Why does government want to take our weapons? They have weapons, and they are increasing their power over us. Last thing I want to cover, I did not mean to do that. Last thing I want to cover here is this here. I'm not a computer savvy person, as you can tell. All right, so I stumbled across this. I think I found it maybe on MeWe or something. I don't know. I was using Twitter, but I decided to deactivate that account. I don't want to do anything with Twitter anymore. So if you look up this World Doctors Alliance, you will find some articles calling these doctors conspiracy theorists. Now, my question is, when did doctors become conspiracy theorists? Well, I guess when science started to go against this narrative that's being used to enslave the population. Undoubtedly, what we are seeing is a communist takeover of not only the United States, but every supposed free nation across the world. That is what we're seeing, is a communist takeover. And they're using this fake pandemic to do it. Oh boy, this video is probably going to get taken down. So please go to this website here and sign the open letter. Support these doctors. These people are not conspiracy theorists. They are trying to inform you what's going on. And it starts out really, really good. It says, the lockdown was 2 weeks to flatten the curve so the NHS was not overwhelmed, so on and so forth. The NHS was never overwhelmed, never in any danger of being overwhelmed. This is the biggest scam we've ever seen in our lives. But here's the thing. It's not the biggest scam that we will see in our lives. They are setting the pieces up. CIA TV, also known as CNN, is calling for the silencing of all individuals that do not go along with government-approved rhetoric. You guys who are not aware of Operation Mockingbird was started, I believe, somewhere in the 1950s, where the CIA infiltrated the news networks. So, yeah, we talk about how China has state-run media, Russia has state-run media. So do we. It's just not, known to most Americans. The media in the United States is controlled by the CIA. These uh, TV anchors and news anchors get paid somewhere around, salaries are different, but $70,000, $80,000 a day to read what is on the teleprompter screen. That is a lot of money. And they're going to read whatever's on that screen. They don't give a shit if it's true, if it ruins your life. They don't give a shit. They're rich. $80,000 a day. I mean, ask yourself, would you read it? A lot of people might. A lot of people might give up their morals for that money. But another thing that I want to mention, Robert F. Kennedy is putting out some information that they've been working on the Rona vax for 17 years, 17, 18 years, since 2003. They've been trying to produce this concoction, and they could never get it approved because it was so harmful, so harmful. And you could do some research on that. Look up Robert F. Kennedy, and well, all the information you need will be found right there. As I say many times, I'm not really here to inform you. I'm just here to give my opinions on things and point out things that well, no one else is going to say on YouTube. Maybe because they know to get their videos taken down. And me personally, I just don't care. Videos get taken down. This isn't how I make my money. I build shit. Build your roads. Those roads you drive on, you know what I mean? Whenever you flush your toilet and it goes somewhere, that's what I do. I was asked before, uh, I criticized how the military, how they use our military. They talk about, oh, the military fights for our freedom. The military doesn't fight for our freedom. The military fights for corporate interests. Not that the military personnel don't have good intentions when they go into the military, and because they do. But that is not what they're fighting for. They're fighting for corporate interests. They're following orders. They're doing what they're told. And I said this, and somebody said to me, "Well, what do you do for your country?" I said, "Well, I build it. Build it. Isn't it nice, that when you turn your faucet on, where does that water come from? When you flush your toilet, where does that go? When you drive down the road and the road's not flooded with rainwater, where does that water go?" It takes people like me. That's what I do. Make it so that your life is comfortable. But anyhow, uh, they've had this concoction, this thing right here. They've had this for the since 2003, and they've invested a lot of money in it. So basically, I think that they want to get their money back. And all they did really was they dropped the regulations and made it where they can give it to people without it being approved. And that's really all that has been done. So this video's going on 15 minutes here, which, as I say many times, is far longer than anyone would ever want to listen to me. So you guys try to enjoy your day. You guys know full well that over the coming years, it is going to be a goddamn nightmare. I recommend that you take those fucking things off your face if you wear them voluntarily. They are submission symbols to China. That is what they are. And let me ask you another thing. They talk about how we have so many cases every single day. Cases. All these people being infected. Well, once you're infected, then you're immune, right? So once you've had it, you're immune. So why are so many people still wearing these things on their faces? I mean, you've already had it. So you can't have it again. You can't spread it. So why are people walking around with this shit on their face? Because they only know how to be obedient. That's all they know how to do. And they will fight for that slavery. They love it. They love it. I was dating a girl a few months ago, and she voted for Biden. You can see why that didn't work out. And let me tell you something. She has a slave's mentality. She loves those masks. She loves them. Probably a nice girl. She just does not know how to think on her own. Told her, I'm sure there's a dumbass Biden voter out there that you might find attractive. Because I ain't your man. All right. As always, guys, love your country, not your government. Fight against communism is a real fight. In communist country, you cannot travel without government's permission. You cannot view media that is not government approved. You have no right to free speech. You have no right to bear arms. You don't have a right to do anything except for serve the government. That is communism. And that is what they want. And that is what is happening. And they are using a fake scamdemic to achieve it. Live your country, not your government. Stand with your countrymen. And let me tell you something. Over the next few years, they are going to ramp it up something serious. They are going to cause a lot of division with race. And so many people fall for it. So many people fall for it. They absolutely do. And over the next few years, you are going to be told that you better hate those white people. You better hate them because they're evil and they want to destroy this country and they're white supremacists and they do not want nothing but a country full of white people. That's what they're going to tell you. Bunch of goddamn nonsense. Let me ask this question. Why does nobody have a problem with black supremacists or Hispanic supremacists? Think about the word white supremacist. Think about that. What is that? That's a white person that believes that the white race is superior. That's what that is. So you're telling me that there's not black individuals, Hispanic individuals, possibly Chinese individuals that feel that their race is superior? That would make them a supremacist, wouldn't it? So why is the focus on white people? Why? You have BLM calling white people subhuman. Subhuman. Nobody has a problem with that. That's not racist. Love the country, not your government. Stand with your countrymen, all of your countrymen, united for one common goal of freedom, equality, and justice. Anarchy is freedom.